about that because all my goals were still accomplished. People still showed up for me. People still tapped for me. And people still help. It was actually 1 million likes. I was gonna get 1 million likes, but it was 200. Everything else was 200K. And it was a fun day. And it was, I actually, funny part, because I've heard that people have been saying that I can't hold a panel on my own. I actually was in a box by myself, majority of that live with 1,000 people in the room supporting me to get to my goals. 1,000 plus people in the room with nobody in my panel that day. We played music. You know what I'm saying? We did, after your party, you went to someone else to support. Yeah. So I miss you too, boo. So but the people that didn't show up for me, it was what it was. It's still, the job still got done. The job still got done.
Because what's for you gonna be for you regardless.
Yeah. I never said nothing to the people that wasn't there. I never threw it. The job still got done. So, you got people looking like, well, why wasn't such and such there? Why wasn't such and such there? I don't care. Well, they said I can't hold that alive without a panel. Yeah, I agree, Destiny.
And that's weird because the majority of the time you're talking by yourself until someone comes up, but you're holding the live majority by yourself. It's if you're doing something, getting your lashes done, getting your hair done, whatever, you can still hold the live by yourself. I think, but I ain't gonna lie. I think a lot of people are jealous of that. And I know that word I don't like to use, but it's very hard to hold a panel by yourself. And I think a lot of people know that they can't do it, so they project on what they can't do on others who have done it.
Blackberry said it was surprising when you started opening the panel. That's what I was explaining to them earlier, Blackberry. I used to didn't let nobody in my panel. I used to hold alive 500-600 people. And this before thousands of people was in rooms, right? It wasn't even thousands of people in rooms at this time. It would be 500-600 people easy. And I'll be in the panel by myself talking about side chicks, cussing out the comments. Talk about side chicks, cussing out the comments. Yeah, when people came up, it was weird to y'all. So, I mean, I've done it all. I have done it all. That's why can't nobody tell me shit. You say I can't do it, I'ma try it. I'ma try it. Anything, I'ma try to do any and everything just to say I could do it. No mods, nothing. And it was fun. Those days was fun. But I had to evolve. Over time, you evolve. You know what I'm saying? And that's just it. It doesn't mean you can't do it. It just means, sometimes the platform has to evolve. But we gonna get into that too, because I'm gonna talk about that, what people was talking about with the panels. I think that's why people that don't like you still respect you. I appreciate that. I think so too. And I hear that all the time when I go in other places outside of the app. I've earned my keeps on this app. I'll say that I have earned fair and square my name, my respect that I get on this app, and the disrespect too. Shit, I've earned that shit too. I've earned the disrespect too, because I'm a disrespectful motherfucker. I could get real disrespectful too. So I've earned a lot of the stuff fair and square. I really have. Shit. Let it say it about me. What's up, man?
No, we've seen the growth. I hate when you say it's not about you. We've seen the growth. We know what it is. And I know you try to sugarcoat it and be like, nah, we see what it is. We ain't even about to play. We've seen the growth. So, I mean, and like you said, you evolve, you change, you do a lot of things, you go in panels. I know a lot of people say like, dang, T, I wish you go live. And I do. When I'm at work, I'll be like, dang, T ain't on, she on the other panel. You know what I mean? But seeing you on the other panel, you're in a different element. And I like that for you too. You can't just, I know people get selfish and wanting to see their creators do only one thing because that's how they met them doing that one thing. But I like to see the expansion. I like to see, damn, you ain't doing the same thing year after year. That's gonna get boring after a while.
But let me tell you, Maddie, I think people don't realize this. That was one of my goals, and I think that, that's why I was saying when I was talking to Trina, the reason why I think it's not good to tell people your goals is because they're going to hold you to your goals for yourself. And that's why I think people just keep their goals to themselves. Because a lot of times I could tell you, like I said, you see Erica came and got on my ass. I said, I'm on vacation this week. I ain't coming back all week. Well, I reneged on that, right? But you going to always have somebody, I thought you said, and that's okay. Sometimes you need that. You need people like, now you said what? But sometimes it's like you gonna fall short. So when you start telling people what your goals are, you gonna get those same people. Some people is gonna throw in your face. I told my people, I got people that don't even like me, but they tell me everything that came out my mouth. They tell me how irrelevant I am. They tell me how much they can't stand me. My voice is annoying, but they can tell you everything I said in my house. You know what I'm saying? In my house, not over there in Nitra house, not in AJ house. They can tell you everything I said in my own house. How the fuck are you voluntarily listening to a bitch that's annoying you? Why are you voluntarily listening to a motherfucker that voice gets on your nerves when you don't have to? So when I think I went in Bryson Live Monday just for like 5 or 10 minutes. You had people in the comments, I thought she was gone. How you know? I told my people that. But it's always somebody sitting in the corner waiting for you to fail. It's always going to be somebody sitting in the corner waiting for you to fail on what you said you wanted to do. They're not there to support you and be like, hey, you said you was going to do this. You need to stick to it. They're waiting for you not to do it, which is why I believe a lot of people stop telling you what their goal is. Stop telling you what it is, because it's really my goal for me. Let me put it there. It says, text that to me, Mad Day. There's always somebody sitting in the corner waiting on you to fail. And that's just what it is. And that's why they consistently tell you you have no value. That's why they consistently tell you that you're nobody. That's how they consistently tell you that you're not going to win. I go back to the AI shit. That has really been my confirmation about this app. That girl that got that $3 million deal with AI was my confirmation. That was my confirmation. Don't let none of these motherfuckers tell you what you can't do, what you won't do, and what the fuck. What they annoyed because they see you outside of the element that they want you to be in. They're annoyed because they see that you actually really bring something of value, and they want to make it seem like you're not valuable.
What it is, that is, they want it to make it seem like, oh, you're not missed over here, but they the main one missing you. They the main one missing your voice, missing the interaction. I know people take it as like, oh, you be in somebody's live you don't hate, or you hate. I think that they really do be liking that person. They really do like what that person says, like how that person comes with it. They just can't admit it with themselves, so it comes off as, hate, basically. But if you in somebody's live every day, and I do mean every day, they press the live button, oh, you like that person. Oh, you care about that person. Oh, you feeling something, because it's easy to block. There's people on here that I block, don't see them, won't come across them. They don't come across my FYP page because I don't like them. Mm-hmm. But if I like you and I still have access to you and you still have access to me, you're leaving that door open for a reason. It can't be all bad, but they just want to see you wrong. I think I see a lot of people on here want T to be wrong. They want T to be like, oh, see, T told you was wrong because you said this and da-da-da. And you be, even when you...
Remember when that situation happened with the Chicago girls?
Yes.
Ask me how many people came back and was like, T, you actually was right. Or T, you actually gave us some exclusive information.
T, they did it.
How many people admitted that what I told them, what information I gave them actually came out to be true?
The next day. The next day. Mm-hmm. But it does, like they said, it happens all the damn time, T. All the damn time. They didn't even want to hear you. Like, hey, you even started off. It's like disclaimers don't even matter. You started off with disclaimers like, hey, this is what I'm being told. I don't know what's facts. I wasn't there. Womp womp doop. I just wish everybody, peace for everybody. I know this is a hard situation. You started off with a speech. You gave a Martin Luther King speech.
Yep. Sure did.
And they bypassed, they listened to it. They listened to you give the speech and then turned around and said, well, T don't know nothing. T don't know nothing. She just making stuff up. She don't know nothing. She just want to be involved. Where aren't we all listening to be involved? Aren't we all putting our 2 cents in what we see and heard and our perspective on it? Yes, I love her little Martin Luther King speech, but I'm glad she gave it because they would have said, you know what I mean? They would have said, oh, T thinks she know everything. No, T is only saying what she was told. That's it.
They be so mad. Yeah, they be so mad when they find out, oh, damn, T was right. They won't even tell me. They won't even tell me I was right. They just do like this and don't say nothing. But I'm saying all this to say, like, I'm going to finish playing the clip, but it just, like I said, I can relate to her, and I can also relate to the goals part. People start saying, even when I've been jumping in panels, people been saying that I jump in panels because I lost my page. But if you've been a supporter of mine, you would know that was also a goal. My goal was to start supporting people more, to getting in panels more, to just sitting in people's room more, to help them like kind of what Brady be doing. That was one of my goals that I had last year. And if you one of my supporters, you would know that was a goal of mine.
You even offered it to me, but I just couldn't go live anymore. You offered that to me. I had my flyer set up and everything, and you was like, I'll come sit. You know what I mean? I'll come sit, because I was nervous. I was like, T, I'm nervous about the numbers, da 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 da. And you was just like, I'll come sit. I'll put my page in the box.
Yep, as long as it's not when I'm live, and I think that's what people be mad at me. Like, how you gonna go live when I'm live and be mad that I don't come in the box? Like, you going live during my time, right? But if you are live like in the morning or somewhere and I'm scrolling through, I'll come up. I may not do it every day, and to be honest, I do go where I can relate, right? So if it's boring, I'm not gonna lie to you. If it's boring, I might come up once. I might share it. I might tell people about it, but I'm probably not gonna sit up in there. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But if it's something that I can get from, like, I'm like, oh, I like this, you having a conversation, I can engage, I can troll, I can do, like, I'm gonna sit up there if I could be me. But I ain't just gonna be sitting up like, y'all, I'm sorry. I ain't doing it. I'm like, if you sit up there talking about something that ain't really, like, I'm gonna come for maybe a couple minutes, but I'm not sitting in there all damn day.
Hey, that's what Bray does too. And he'll get the crowd in there, but you got to hold it. I feel like that's what people are missing too. You can take that, you know what I mean? Take that help, because it is. Take that help, take that support, but you have to understand you're gonna have to carry this by yourself.
You're gonna carry yourself.
Yeah, you're gonna have to learn how to walk by yourself. A person can only hold your hand for so long before they like, okay, I done been over here.
Walk now.
Yeah, you gotta walk.
Yeah. And we all have had to do that. You know what I'm saying? We all have had to eventually walk by ourselves. And that's the thing. I can help you get started. I can help you jumpstart. I can support, but you still have to build. And I want to say that to y'all because Bray said it the other day and people were like, facts. I've been saying this for a minute. And y'all were saying, wow. And Bray just said it. Y'all don't remember when me and V Clay got into it. And it was because y'all was saying that V Clay felt like I didn't support her. I didn't go to her autism lives. And I was like, but I did. I shared them. I told people to go to them. I did all these other things. And I had made a statement. I said, we can't support all of y'all. Like, if all of y'all, it's 558 people in here. If 558 of y'all started to be live, I'm one person. How the fuck can I support 558 people? That's almost impossible. It's almost impossible for me to sit in 558 people live a day. So eventually you have to start building your own support. You can't expect everybody to support that you support is going to support you in the way that you supported them. Y'all have to stop expecting that. You're going to be disappointed. And the people that think that it's possible, you're going to drown in your own words. You're going to choke on them eventually. You're setting yourself up for for people to call you a liar and say you lied to me. You didn't. The honest truth is, everybody that you supported are not going to support you in the way that you supported them. They may do it word of mouth. They may do it with a share. They may do it by just showing up in the room and tapping the screen and throwing the gift. It's not going to be equal. But because you supported them, and if your support was genuine, guess what's going to happen? The universe is going to give you exactly what you need because of what you gave out. Y'all be so worried about people. You don't support me like I support you. You're going to get it back. You're so busy looking for it to come from the direction that you gave it, and you missing it coming from back there. You're missing it coming from over there. Because you looking over here like, well, I'm waiting on you to do it back. When it's like, the universe pays it forward. That's why when people used to help me, they used to tell me, they used to say, I remember like when I was really struggling back in the day. And the people that helped me, you know what they used to say to me? Don't pay it back, pay it forward. Don't pay it back, pay it forward. And I do that. I pay it forward. That's why when I tell y'all I can come in my bank account and I do this to this person, because I'm paying it forward. I'm giving back what was given to me. They're not looking for it to come back to them. They just want me to pay. That's how the world goes around. But y'all looking back there like, remember that one time I helped you? Remember that? And then you got the universe going like this, and you over there like, stop. And you got your hand out, and it's like a bigger blessing coming this way, but you looking at this person like this.
The word, T. I'm trying to tell
It's coming back to you. But you don't even see it coming because you over here like this. I'm still waiting on you to do. I did it for you. Why don't you do it for me? Like, girl, it's right there. You missing it. What's up, Bryce?
I'm glad you back at home. God damn. You go to beat the box every day. I'm typing in tea time. No. We gotta find you over on Soft Talk. That's crazy. And another thing, you can go sit in that nigga box. You can't never come and sit in my box. You can't never give me.
So let me tell you why. I have came up there. I came up there Monday. You forgot, but and I've come up there another day too. But I don't sit up in there all the time because your minds is reckless.
Yeah, I heard that.
You drop me out the box.
I heard that. But I'm glad
I love you, Bryce. I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you down. You had a good birthday weekend?
I did have a good birthday weekend. I had a couple hiccups, but we all good over here. I'm a good weekend.
Okay, good. Well, I'm glad to see you back at home. Hopefully, you stay home sometimes, because god damn, it make me think you leaving Messy Talk too. Everybody leaving.
I am trying to get out of here. I've been trying to get out of here. That's my goal. I've been venturing out.
I think I'm gonna make sure you stay. Figure out some type of way to tie you into it a little longer.
No, right.
All the way to next year.
I have been watching, and I was cracking up at how you did your Tuesday rewind.
That gets me in a lot of trouble, you know. that really does, because people do not like to hear what they did. They don't like to. They don't. And you know, they always
Capricorn. Thank y'all.
They hate to hear what they did in the past. Like, we just saying if you changed at all, or if you the same person, and most of the people I did those rewinds on, they were the same people today.
Yeah, I don't mind going back, because you know what? it shows you your growth,
Mm-hmm.
and it either shows you your growth or where you still need to grow.
Right.
Right. And that's why another reason why I love the blogs. If I ever hear myself on the blog and I don't like what I hear, you know what that means? I need to change what I'm doing. It ain't their fault. Ain't no blog gonna ever tell you I asked them to take something down.
Right.
Not that I can remember, right? Unless it's doxed me, unless it's doxed my children, something like that, but not because of my actions. If I did that shit, I did that shit. And if I don't like what I did, I need to figure out what to do where I don't have to feel that way again. It's not because you posted it, because you wouldn't have it if I didn't give it to you.
That's true. And if you can't stand it, me personally, I never listen to my blog. I never listen to the blogs with me in it. Because sometimes I can stand some of the dirty, nasty, freaky shit I've been said. So I just don't listen to it. But certain people, they get angry when you replaying something in your past. Like, it be a year later, and people think that it's the stir up mess. No, it's a rewind. Like, let's not forget, you did it. Somebody gonna one day bring up some shit that I done did and said, I just won't come on live that
They
day.
bring up what I used to do all the time. They bring up Pink Panther. They bring up the shit that happened with in January. I always say January. The shit that happened in January. They bring up the shit all the time. And like you say, if you actually have changed and you actually don't live there anymore, you stand 10 toes in and be like, yeah, I did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was Panther. I did that shit. You know what I'm saying? And just stand in it. And it is what it is.
Because once you stand in it, people will leave. Like, I feel like this: the more you try to explain something that you've already moved past, the more you try to get new people to understand something old, it's a waste of time, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, if you want to explain yourself, explain it, but to put feelings or to have the same feelings you had back then, that's not going to happen, especially when you've already moved past it, especially when apologies have already been given. You just don't feel the same way about the situation. And not to say that, oh, it means nothing, but it really does. It's my past. What can you do about it? It's already happened.
Right.
And the thing that we got to understand is, like, and I've been thinking about this a lot lately, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when I see stuff back in the past, like, I was going at it with HB one time and I got a video. Oh my God, I had that shortcut. Oh my gosh. The shit that I was saying was so fucking horrible. However, I knew why I was saying it, right? But let's just say somebody scroll up and I meet somebody in the streets right now and they be like, what's your page? And I tell them my page. And I've been real cool and they pull that up and that clip come up. They go like, what the fuck? They're not going to know what led up to me doing that. They're not going to know that this was the cause and this is the effect. All they going to hear is me saying some shit that probably triggers them, that probably, you know what I'm saying? Now, it's either going to be one or the other. They're going to be like, hey, I saw something. Can you tell me what happened there? Why was you going off? Or they're going to be like, I can't fuck with that. But it always has the ability to come back up again.
And I like that, because if you ask me, like, if the Panther thing, right? If I were to come to you or you come to me about the Mad Day situation, right? And be like, hey, I seen something that I kind of really don't understand. If you're taking the time to want to understand me, that's when you get an explanation of, oh, okay, it was this, it was that. And in me explaining, you still might feel like I was wrong or, you know, whatever. You have that right. But at least you gave me that chance to, hey, I kind of seen something that's normally not you. Like, what was that about? But if you just want to take that and run with it, I'd rather you take that and run with it.
Because it's gonna be a lot of other things.
It's gonna be a lot of other things that you don't like. So if you can, I like that. Come to me, because if I have a problem and, you know, I care about it enough, I'm gonna come to you about it. You know what I mean? So
we all have things in our past that we're not proud about. We also all have things in our past that maybe there's something that caused it, right? You may go and see theft on my I don't have a record. But you may see theft on my record and you may be like, she a thief. But you may not realize that actually I didn't steal nothing. I actually, you know what I'm saying? Somebody put something in my bag and I walked out the store, didn't know it was in my bag and whatever. So I feel like people don't just, you look at things, and if you take that, what you see, and you don't come to me, you don't ask me, that's on you. That's on you to take what, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm one of the people that you may give me somebody record. Somebody got this on their record. Well, what happened? Like, what occurred? Like, how did that go about? I would love the context of it. People don't like context because context will take away the narrative that they want to keep about you anyway. My thing is, people don't want to understand you and they don't want to like you. All they need is a bad narrative, and they're going to run with it because it's bad enough for them. It's good enough for them. They're not going to care to understand. They're not going to care about context. That's just enough for them to validate what they don't like you for without even trying to get an understanding of why you did it or what happened. That's what I feel like. People like to bring up what it is just because. And you know what I love about what happened in January? I made a statement and I stood on that. I always say, if I could have gone about it differently, I would have went about it differently, right? I have yet to do it again. I have yet to impulsively act off an email. I have yet to cover something that I felt might be too much for me. I have actually, you can throw that up in my face all you want to, but even if that girl make me mad, I still say the same thing. I still should have went about it differently. Maybe I wish I would have never got the email. I wish I would have never covered it. I wish I could have went about that whole thing differently because that almost cost me my platform. That's what accountability really is to me. Accountability is acknowledging where you went wrong, knowing that you can't change it, but moving forward, try to apply the changes because and it's not always that easy. But that's what I feel like accountability is. I don't care how mad I've gotten at that girl. I don't care what she said about me. I still have remained solid in what I said. I don't want to talk about that. I just wish it would have never happened the way it happened.
And even when you could have went back on it, you have decided not to. You were like, nope, I'm not touching on it. I stand on what I stand on, and I'm not touching it. And I'm gonna tell you like this. See, a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't miss the opportunity to literally say, I told you so. Let me hush because
Don't hush.
I just, you know what? I like what I don't care about the I told you so because it shows me the who. Because the same thing that people accuse me of doing, Kiana does it to Rizzy. And nobody says anything. Nobody calls her a victim blamer. Nobody says she's wrong. The same thing that people were going so hard on me about, and there was all of these different things, is done to Rizzy every time a person gets mad at her. You see some do, but not to the effect that it happened with me. To the effect that it happened with me, y'all, I almost lost my whole space. You had Nosy talking about it. You had I had people that like really stopped supporting me completely for that, which is okay. I understand. I'm not tripping about it. I'm not crying about it. But those same people sit with people that do it to Rizzy. So in my mind, you didn't want to fuck with me anyway. The same thing with the no shade to AJ, right? But I'm being for real. The same thing when I called Brenda a burnt biscuit and AJ called her a tar baby the other day. The outrage of me calling her a burnt biscuit was not the same when AJ called her a tar baby. I didn't hear Empress going off. I didn't hear Empress like, and just to say blah, blah, blah. I didn't hear all of those things. I didn't hear the outrage, and it's okay, but it just shows the who. Because people don't really give a fuck. They don't care. It's fake outrage. You don't really care. You're using that as a cover up of how you really feel about that person because you don't really give a fuck. I give a fuck about the what. That's why when people think I'm flip-floppy, like me and Bella got into it and then now they see me defending her here, they be like, see, you flip-floppy because you were just because I didn't agree with her 2 weeks ago don't mean I can't see when she's a human 2 weeks later. Because it's the what, not the who. See, in the what, you cannot like what somebody did a month ago and then still defend something that's happening 2 months later. Understand? It doesn't mean it means that you are focused on the what and not the who, because the who means anything you do, I'm going to pick that shit apart. And I think that's why y'all get so confused on this app. I can literally you could talk about my mama and my kids today, and I can see you do something and be like, nah, I don't think they meant it like that. Because it's the what for me.
I don't know. I'll tell you like this. When we arguing in real life or on the internet, if you blacker than the night, fuck your black ass. Don't mean I'm being colorist. Just cussing you the fuck out.
Bryce, you shut your stupid ass up. Because if you shut your dumb ass up. And tea time, I gotta call you. I gotta call you out on this because you're not keeping it a buck. You sat up here and you sided with Billy, and now that it came out that she lied, and she came out and all of that shit that she said was a lie. Yeah, all that shit. When that shit was going down with Billy, you sided with Billy. You said you
When
don't
did it
see
come
what.
out that she was lying?
Wait, hold up. Let me explain.
Wait,
Hold
first
up.
I need to know when did it come out that she was lying?
Yesterday, all that shit. We
How do
was
you
live
know I
5
heard
hours.
that?
It doesn't matter. But the point is, whether you knew about it, about her finding out that she lied or not, is irrelevant. You still sided with her. You still, because your thing was just, I'm a girl's girl and blah blah blah. I've been through
Who
the
said
same
this
thing.
girl's girl?
You did. I
never
heard.
said I was a girl's girl.
she was
Let me tell my lie then. Let me tell my misconception, my misunderstanding, and then you can correct me.
Go ahead.
But what you did say was, I've been through something similar or something to that effect.
Yeah. But I also said, if what she's saying is true, go back and listen to the clips. I said, if what Billy's saying is true, if what actually happened, I understand. But I don't know what occurred. That's exactly
I'm on all y'all ass. I'm on all y'all ass.
That's exactly what I said. I still don't know if she lied. But I still don't know if she lied. I still don't know that.
Well, then you need to go and check the blog, check the clips. Everything that I said turned out to be true. The narrative that she painted turned out to be a lie. It is a lie.
I'll have to go look at that.
She did that because she a butthurt woman, and I would think if anybody understood that or would have been able to see that, would have been you. But instead,
no, that's not fair to do.
Hold on. Maybe that wasn't the right term to use.
Not right term, but
Not at all.
Bryce, this is not the time. This is not the time. This is not the time. This is not the time.
I don't think that's fair to say to me. I think that everybody says like, "OT, you fair," until I'm not fair, until they don't feel like I'm fair with them. It's like once I go against what they do, then I'm no longer fair, and I don't think that's fair because I have an opinion and a perception just like everybody else. I made it very clear when I heard Billy. I said if she's telling the truth, I understand exactly what it feels like to be in her shoes. I don't know it to be true. And I purposely did that because I can't invalidate her because I don't know if it's true. And it'll be...
You might try to hear that shit. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit y'all talking about.
Okay, that's fine. You don't have to, but you did come up, so I have right. You don't have to hear, but I'm going to still say it. I'm not going to invalidate her experience because I wasn't there. Only people that know the truth are you and her. You are the only people that know the truth. So I'm not going to invalidate her and what she experienced because I do know how it feels to be invalidated because of who people are, their status, their popularity, or things of that nature. So I wasn't going to write off everything she was saying because I wasn't. And Kev, to be honest, a lot of the things that she said, a lot of the things that she said, I see you exhibit on the app.
Over here.
So a lot of things that she said is not everything she said is not a lie. I've seen it. I've seen the stubbornness. I've seen you stand down or you go gung ho. I've seen some of those characteristics in which she said. I've seen them in you, and that's the truth.
Okay, but again, behavior on the internet is not the same as behavior in real life. A display just because somebody is somewhere. Sometimes not. But nevertheless, people can think what they want to believe. Whatever. I don't give a shit, right? I don't give a damn. And Bryce, you go to fucking hell too, because I heard you recap too, motherfucker. Yeah. All y'all go to motherfucking hell.
I mean, I still haven't seen that she's a liar. I will have to listen to the clip.
No, she told me that's okay. I'm not here to convince nobody of anything. You should have been in the live last night.
No, I shouldn't have. That's not fair for you to assume that I have to be in the live to find. I'm not investigating you, Kev. I'm not investigating Billy. So where I was last night, I was in my own space, or I was in somebody else's panel on a whole other side of the app. Actually, I was battling Braid, so I wasn't in attendance if anything that happened or occurred. I still don't know anything that's happened on Messy Talk this past week. I just started learning what happened with the bloggers today. So I've heard little things, but
That's why I'm sticking
I
to
haven't
dark
heard
skinned women.
anybody saying
I'm
Billy
sticking to
lied.
dark.
I don't even see
Yeah,
you saying it in the comments.
I'm sticking with dark skinned women.
I mean, that's your choice. That's your choice. But I still don't think I don't know if Billy has lied, and I don't think it's fair for you to put that on me because I don't know
Okay,
that.
don't worry. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I'm on all y'all ass. Every one of y'all.
That's okay. We know you like ass.
Damn that. I almost said something to you, but I ain't even gonna do that because it's your. You know, I'm a gentleman. I'm a gentleman. I'm gonna handle. I'm gonna
I ain't
behave
got
like
one. I know.
I'm gonna behave like a gentleman and some shit like that.
Well, you walked into that.
Well, never mind. There's something else. I'm gonna behave myself.
I mean, I can take punches. I really can.
Yeah, I'm gonna behave myself.
We should know that already.
It's okay. Mr. Bryce, you gonna fuck around and be back in the chain gang? Okay? You gonna fuck around?
I know.
Fuck around.
T-Time, what Kevin said?
Well, Kevin said that I took Billy's side, and I should apologize because I found out Billy was lying. I still haven't found out Billy was lying.
Okay, well, we moved on.
I want to say that woman wasn't wrong because she didn't want to take that child to the bathroom.
Shut your ass up, Trina. If a nigga told you he ain't taking your son to the bathroom, you'd have cussed that nigga out, nigga walk home.
No.
Okay, well, Trina, shut
Look
your ass.
here, if something would have went
What happened
wrong.
with the bathroom?
Nah, look.
Wait, what happened with the bathroom?
She don't know how
Kev done got mad because the girl didn't want to take the child to the bathroom, child.
Yeah, right. If you ain't gonna play, look, I ain't gonna play stepdaddy to your kid if you can't even take mine to the bathroom. You goddamn right, Trina. I ain't done that shit you talking about.
Well, maybe
Somebody-
did you
But
ask
see,
her why?
but then if something go
bathroom.
wrong, then
You asked her why she didn't want to take her to the bathroom?
Yeah, what if she was just uncomfortable?
Well, look, y'all can make excuses all day long. Men have a right to have a standard of treatment just like women do. I have a right to have my expectation in the way I expect a woman to move with me, just like y'all have a right to have a expectation of how a woman's supposed to move with y'all. And just because you may not agree with my standards or I may not agree with yours does not mean that my standards are any less valid than yours. And I stand on that. I'm not dating no woman, being with no woman. I don't give a damn what the situation, the circumstance is, where we on a trip out of town and she won't even take my granddaughter to the bathroom. No, I'm not having it. Period. Ain't nothing. Nobody.
I just asked what was the reason why she said she didn't want to take her to the bathroom. That's
She
all
was
I
tired. She was tired.
My question is, what were you doing that you
Pumping the gas like a man's supposed to do. I was pumping the gas.
so you couldn't pump the gas and then take your own granddaughter to the
I
bathroom?
know you. All right, then you feed your own child. You
I
you house
do.
your own
I
child.
do. I
know.
do.
Okay, well,
I
good.
do.
That's why you didn't go with me then.
Never will.
All right, you sound
I
like
do,
me.
though.
Have we fucked before?
Never will.
They said
That's
that
disgusting.
then
Never
talk-
will.
talk-
That's
wait, can we do one
disgusting.
to me like we
That's
haven't.
nasty.
Then talk to me like
That's
we haven't.
nasty.
Don't talk to me like you got some
That's
fucking
disgusting.
attitude.
Wait. Y'all
Don't
give me a
talk to
second.
me like you got some
I'll
fucking
talk to you
attitude.
any way I want to.
Y'all
I don't
please
know who
then
this
I'm
is.
gonna
This
follow
ain't
you
Billy.
the way I motherfucking
This
want. So I
ain't
don't know who the
Billy,
fuck you
Mr. Booty
talking to.
Man.
I don't know who the
This ain't
fuck
Billy.
you
You
talking
can't
to.
just think you gonna
Yes, I'm
talk to
gonna
me any
respond
kind of
to you.
way. The hell?
T-Time trying to talk.
My question is, has she taken your granddaughter to the bathroom before?
No.
Okay. Oh, because the comments were saying that she said she didn't take her because she felt uncomfortable. So could that be true? That there was some uncomfortability in
No,
that?
no. What she said, no, that's not what she said. See, that's what the motherfuckers in the comments need to shut the
Comments.
fuck up. That's not what the fuck she said. What the fuck she said is, I was already didn't want to come, didn't want to have to play grandma to nobody else's kids. That's what she said. So you don't want to play grandma to my granddaughter that's coming to Florida with all of us, but then you expect me to be stepdaddy to your daughter the whole time we there. You got me fucked up. Yeah, I would expect a woman like Mad.
Well, T-Time, I have told Kevin three,
I would
4
expect
You
times.
a
know
woman
me,
like
Kev, to
Mad
expect
David
nothing. Don't expect nothing from me because you don't know me.
that out of woman. I would expect
You don't
that
know
from
me,
you.
little man, to
I would
expect
expect
anything.
that
That's
from
where you
you.
get your feelings
Yeah,
hurt.
yeah,
Don't
you
expect
you
nothing.
you used to be
Don't expect
unkept.
nothing from
You
me,
used to
brother
be
man.
unkept. That's
Brother
why your name
man.
is Mad
Don't
David.
expect nothing
That's why
from
your
me.
fucking name
You
is
like
Mad David.
you like
You used to
men.
be
We all
fucking
know that.
unkept.
I'm a
You
woman,
used to
so
be
I'm
and
not
doing
even
the
your
least
type.
and
We
least
already know
possible.
what hole you like.
You used to
Okay,
niggas
we
doing the
already
bare
know what
minimum.
hole you
You
like to
used to you
enter
niggas doing the bare
and
minimum.
exit out of.
Yeah, I
Okay, so
expect
don't
that out
even
of your
try to come at me
motherfucking
like
ass. Shut your
that.
bitch ass up. Hey,
Make
look,
me
you up
do
here
that.
talking
Do
like
that
me and you
one.
done been
Do
fucking.
that
You got an
one. Make
attitude as soon
me
as I come
do
in the
that
fucking
one.
bar.
Do
Shut
that
the fuck
one.
up talking to
Do
me.
that
You
one.
couldn't
Make
wait. You
me.
couldn't wait to
And
say
you
something to
still
me.
can't shut
Shut
me
your
up though,
ass up.
Kev. You still
Shut
can't
your
shut
ass
me up.
up.
And
You
you
couldn't
can't
wait
shut
to
up
say
Billy.
something
That's
to
why
me.
you
Shut
mad.
your ass up.
You can't shut up
You
Billy.
couldn't
That's why
wait.
you
You
mad.
couldn't
That's why you
wait.
over here
You
talking about,
couldn't wait
did
to
you
say
hear
something
what
to
she
me. I didn't
said?
even come up.
Did you
I
hear
wasn't
what
even
she
talking to
said?
your
Did you hear
motherfucking
that she
ass.
was
You
lying? No,
couldn't
we
wait
heard
to
that you
say
like
something to
booty
me.
hole though.
You couldn't
We heard
wait to
that you
talk to
like
me.
booty
I wasn't
hole
even talking
though.
to your
That's what we
motherfucking ass.
heard. We heard
Shut
that you're
your
an
dumb ass
aggressive
up.
man
You
who
your
likes to
unkept ass up.
put things
I
on
expect
women
you
that
to
they
not
don't want.
understand.
We
I
heard that
expect you
you
to
are a
not
man.
understand. You strike me as that type of
Oh,
woman.
oh, oh, you
You
strike me.
strike me as that type of
You
woman where
strike
nigga
me.
ain't
You're
gonna do
missing some
nothing for you
teeth.
but the bare
The spit
motherfucking
coming
minimum.
out. You're missing some teeth,
You
Kev.
strike
Hold
me
on.
as that
Swallow the
type.
saliva.
You
Swallow the
strike, you
saliva
strike,
so you
yeah,
can get it out.
I'll be all that.
Swallow
I'll be
the
all that. I'll
saliva.
be all that. Your
Yeah, you
unkept
is
ass
all that.
up.
You is
I
all
am.
that.
No problem.
You
No
is all that
problem.
booty
Can I
man.
No
say
problem.
something real quick?
No
Booty
Can I say
problem.
something
man.
real quick? So
Dumbass.
I don't know what
Booty man.
I don't know what I don't know what happened. I didn't hear that. Like I said, I haven't been on y'all, so I didn't hear this all of this, the bathroom stuff. So I didn't even